In today's video, I'm going to show you how to enable parameter curves in the DaVinci Resolve 20 Keyframe Editor step by step, so you can get much more control over your animation timing and motion easing. If you're trying to fine-tune keyframes, smooth out movement, or make your edits feel more professional, this is going to help a lot. And if this tutorial does help, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more DaVinci Resolve tips and editing tutorials. Alright, let's jump into it. First, open DaVinci Resolve and go to the edit page. You can do this by clicking the third icon from the left at the bottom center of the interface. Once you're on the edit page, you'll want to open the keyframe panel. To do that, click the Keyframes button in the top toolbar, located right next to the Effects and Inspector buttons. This opens the dedicated Keyframe Editor, where you can control your animation more precisely. Now select the clip on your timeline that contains the keyframes you want to adjust. This part is important because the keyframe panel only shows the data for the clip you've selected. If you don't click the correct clip, you may think the curves aren't available when really you're just looking at the wrong item. Next, in the keyframe panel, find the specific parameter group you want to work with. This could be transform, cropping, or another section depending on what kind of animation you've already created. Once you see the group, click the small expansion arrow to the left of the parameter group name. This reveals the individual attributes inside that group, such as zoom X, position Y, rotation angle, or other editable properties. Now look for the curve icon, which appears like a small jagged line located to the right of the parameter name. This is the button that enables parameter curves for that specific property. Click that curve icon to toggle the graph view on. As soon as you do this, you should see the parameter represented in a curve-based format inside the keyframe panel. If the graph area feels too small, look for the expansion arrows on the top side of the Keyframe Editor. Click those expansion arrows to enlarge the graph section. This gives you a much bigger workspace, which makes it easier to inspect and edit your animation with precision. When you're working with curves, having more room really helps you see the motion shape clearly. Once the expanded view is open, click directly on the text of the parameter name like zoom X so it becomes highlighted. This ensures the curve is active and visible on the graph. You should now see a color-coded line appear, and that line represents the value of your parameter over time. This is the actual curve you'll be shaping. If you need to navigate through a longer animation, use the zoom slider at the bottom of the keyframe panel. Sliding this control lets you scale the horizontal view of the keyframes, which makes it easier to find specific points and work more accurately. This is especially useful when you have lots of keyframes packed closely together. Now, for the curve adjustment itself, right-click on any keyframe point that's visible on the curve. From there, you can change the interpolation from linear to smooth. This changes the way the motion transitions between points, and it can instantly make your animation feel more natural and polished. After switching to smooth interpolation, you'll usually see white Bezier handles appear on the curve. These handles are what you use to manually control the easing. By adjusting them, you can refine the ease in and ease out of the movement, which gives you much better control over how fast or slow the animation begins and ends. Small adjustments here can make a huge difference in the final look. So in summary, the process is simple. Go to the edit page, open the keyframes panel, select your clip, expand the parameter group, click the curve icon, enlarge the graph area, and then edit the curve using interpolation and Bezier handles. Once you get used to it, parameter curves become one of the most powerful tools in DaVinci Resolve for creating smooth, professional motion. If this video helped you out, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more DaVinci Resolve tutorials, editing shortcuts, and workflow tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.